Hello guys, and welcome to the first episode of my Arsenal career mode here at the end of FIFA 23. Since we are at the end of FIFA 23, I'm doing this career mode a little bit different. I'm actually going to go back to the beginning of the 2022 season and see if I can do what Arsenal couldn't do and finish in first place in the Premier League. For this career mode, I am going to be trying to keep it pretty fast paced. I'm going to try to just show you mostly gameplay and try to get through the season pretty quick, probably like 5 or 6 games per episode, and probably try to keep the episodes pretty short just so it's not as boring to you. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the 2022 season, and we're actually going to play it as if we are starting the 2022 season. We try to get first place in the Premier League. Unlike Arsenal, I know that, we were on top of the league for about 35 weeks, but we just couldn't pull through in the end. So what we're going to do is try to get first place in the Prem. That's the goal for this first season. I know that we didn't have Trossard and Jorginho to start the season last year, but we're just going to keep them in the squad and going to play them like regular, just because it's going to be easier that way. One thing I am going to do before we get started is just go ahead and put all the younger players on loan. Never going to use them in the team. And also, we're not going to be making any transfer offers for any players in this first transfer window. We might in the January transfer window, but I'm also going to try to not do that as well. Before we start the gameplay, I just wanted to show you guys the settings that I'm playing on. I've kind of tweaked around with this throughout the FIFA 23 life cycle, and so these are the settings that the sliders that I've come up with. Want me to change them? Let me know. If you think these are good, let me know. Just wanted to show you before we get started. And we're also doing 4-minute halves on Ultimate. All right, let's get straight into it. First game of the 2022 season here against Southampton. All right, getting into the action. Let's get to it. All right, 4 minutes into the game, we got a free kick here already. Try to get it in here. Middle of the box here for Gabriel. It's actually a perfect cross, and he's unable to get to it. Saka in here to Jesus. Jesus with the turn. We might be in. And Jesus with the first goal of the season with a beautiful turn there in midfield. A great shot. Keeper maybe should have saved that. It was a little towards the middle of the goal. Southampton had a pretty tough year last year. Whenever they played Arsenal, we, for whatever reason, could not perform very well against them. 3-3 draw towards the end of the year was a hard game to watch for the first half, that's for sure. But the second half was definitely pretty incredible. I just wish we wouldn't have dug ourselves into that big of a hole that early on. Having a little bit of a poor start, but we'll work out the kinks. Saliba with a great interception. Go down here to Saka. Saka is my favorite player. That's the jersey I have on right now. Too bad I'm committing turnovers with him. I mean, if you're an Arsenal fan, it's hard to not choose Saka as your favorite player, as Southampton are very close to scoring there. If you guys are watching this video, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have any suggestions on what we should do, how we should do career modes in the future, anything like that. And be sure to hit that subscribe button if you could for me. That'll be the end of the first half. Up 1-0. Yeah, and as you can see, almost 60% possession already. Let's keep it up in the second half. That first touch error. And we will, not go level as the shot goes well wide of the post. We're going to send Gabriel Jesus in here. We're going to shoot across, and a good save by McCarthy. Good interception by Gabriel. Going in for the slide. Oof, that was a bad challenge. He's going to send through James Ward-Prowse. A good ball into Aribo, and a good shot, and a good save by Ramsdale. Saka down here to Odegaard. Go back in here to Saka. And try to get an outside the foot, or a finesse shot to the far post, but gets blocked by Southampton. Down here to Martinelli. Going to have Zinchenko on the overlap. And not really anybody to pass it to, but Odegaard gets there with the header, which is not something he does in real life very much, but unable to finish it anyways. Gonna get the ball out here to Kamaldeen, I believe is how you say it. He's rushing down here on the left side. And Onuachu is unable to put it in. Ball goes wide right, does not allow them to go forward very far. But they are able to make a good through pass into the middle. Broja over here, back to Broja with a shot, and Ramsdale with a save in the 90th minute. This is not what we want to see. Gabriel unable to get his head there, but Ramsdale is able to gather it, and that's going to be the game. Arsenal with a 1-0 win over Southampton on opening day. Some of the transfers you get in the middle of the season are crazy. I mean, I know we're not in the middle of the season, but after the first game of the season, we're getting transfers for Gabriel from Newcastle and Ramsdale from Manchester United. Come on, FIFA, do better. And speaking of Manchester United, our second game of the Premier League season is at Old Trafford. This is always a very big game for Arsenal. Very big rivalry game. We start off with the ball here. Let's get it out on the right side. I'm going to try to get to Saka very early on, see if we can't make something work with him. Decent turn. Unable to get the ball to Gabriel Jesus there, but it was a good turn, good start by Saka. Manchester United are already on the break here with Osimhen. He's able to get the ball into Anthony and Gabriel with the interception, but Fernandez is able to get there. Manchester United are working around the box right now. And okay, perfect. Ball will go out for a goal kick. Good 1-2 play with Saka and Shaka. My bad. We're gonna get the ball down here to Jesus. Not exactly a great turn. Xhaka with the Zot. He's unable to score. Pretty sure I said Xhaka with the Zot, but you know, that's okay. Manchester United are out here with Anthony again. And Osimhen's breaking down to this corner. So far, that's been their best way of attack. Savitzer lets it through to Casemiro. Casemiro creeping around, but not able to find Rashford in the box. Odegaard might be able to find Saka through with the perfect through pass. Might have to bring it back though. Jesus. Martinelli on the overlap. We're going to first time shot it, and it's blocked by De Gea. Well, I was hoping that Martinelli would be a little bit closer there. Casemiro down into Savitzer. The shot is blocked, and it's going to be out for a corner. Those ricochets are very dangerous and very scary whenever they're happening for the other team, at least. Casemiro with a terrible touch, and Xhaka with the mistake, and Rashford with the first goal of the game. Very tough touch by Xhaka. I think it was Xhaka. Yep. Xhaka with a bad touch in the box, and Rashford's there to just clean it up and put it right into the bottom right corner. All right, Manchester United up 1-0 here in the 36th minute of the first half. Saka's going to cut inside. We're going to cut it back with Saka. Turn inside. He's able to get the ball back, but he is unable to get it past De Gea. De Gea with an outstretched hand. Rashford making his way down the left side. He's going to try to find a pass, but is unable to, but gets it back off the press. Rashford is here again in the box. Very dangerous player that we do not want to have the ball. Osimhen with the shot, and Ramsdale with the perfect save. A pretty back and forth first half, but Manchester United do have the edge on us, so we're going to need to step it up in the second half. Manchester United with the press, but we're able to get it out. Saka, maybe we'll find Jesus. Jesus with the turn, but unable to get it past Sandro Martinez. We're going to go back here to Zinchenko, then down to Martinelli. And Martinelli is unable to make a turn on Wan-Bissaka. Osimhen with a bad pass. A couple of bad passes in a row for Osimhen. A bad touch by Ben White, and Osimhen with the shot, and Ramsdale with the save. That press is brutal. It's very hard to get out of. So Trossard for Xhaka is the substitution that we're going to need to make. Unable to get it to him, and Rashford maybe through here. Saliba's back. Bruno Fernandes in with Osimhen. Osimhen back to Fernandes and a shot, but it goes wide. Never really worried about that shot. Manchester United are pretty much just going to be able to hold it out for the win, as we are unable to get the ball from them. They're just passing it around the box. Gabriel with the tackle. We can try to get on the break one more time, but the ref blows the whistle. And that is game. Another 1-0 game, but this time we are on the losing end. Here in our third game of the Premier League season so far, we're taking on Nottingham Forest back at home. It's always nice to be back at the Emirates. In real life, we just played Nottingham Forest in the first game of the Premier League season this year, beating them 2-1. So let's see if we can replicate that, or maybe even do better than that in this game here. Looking at the starting lineup for this game, we have made a couple of changes. We brought in Tierney for Zinchenko, and we brought in Leandro Trossard for Granit Xhaka. Just want to get a little bit more attacking minds in the game. Tierney obviously not as attacking as Zinchenko, but Trossard definitely is going to bring us a different angle than Xhaka will. And let's go ahead and get into it. Nottingham Forest starting off with the ball here. Go down here to Martinelli. See if we can't drive down the field just a little bit. I'm going to cut it back here to Trossard. Trossard with the shot and the goal into the upper right-hand corner. Trossard with the first goal of the game. I knew it was a good idea to start him instead of Xhaka in this game. Don't get me wrong, I love Xhaka. He's a great player, but Trossard does bring another element to this team. What a great drive by Martinelli down that left side, and a cut back to Trossard for the goal into the upper right-hand corner. Even Navas wasn't going to get to that one. Wow! Garcia with the shot from outside the box, and it gets past Ramsdale. What a goal. Oh, that wasn't Garcia. Gustavo Scarpa. What a shot this is. Beating Ramsdale. I mean, that's an insane shot. Game is tied 1-1 already. We're going to get the ball back in here to Jesus. We're going to try to go over the top for Martinelli, see if he can't get it. He's able to get there and get past the defender. We're going to get here back to Trossard again. Tierney's in here. Tierney loves a little power shot. We're going to try to take one. It gets blocked. Back to Trossard again. Tried to go back to Martinelli, but he had already turned inside. Serge Aurier back to Awani in the midfield. He's playing pretty good. Awani always plays pretty good against Arsenal. Scarpa again with the ball. and a save by Ramsdale. Scarpa is playing out of his mind right now. Able to get ahead on it, but Ramsdale is able to get the save. Nobody really to pass. We're going to go out to Tierney, but we're going to get hidden into Martinelli. Back in here to Trossard. Trossard is open again and able to get past the defender and get the shot past Navas. And we are back ahead in the lead, already at that 2-1 scoreline. And Trossard with a brace already in the first half. I had a feeling starting him in this game was going to be a good idea, and so far it's working out. Martinelli to the overlapping run of Tierney, and Tierney into Jesus, but Jesus was unable to get the shot past Navas. Get it in here to Odegaard. Odegaard into Trossard again. And Trossard with a terrible shot. It looked like he was pressed a little bit, but that was definitely not not as clinical as his first two shots. The defense is a little bit of everywhere. And Awani might be through. We're going to slide with Gabriel. He's unable to get there, and Scarpa again with another goal. Awani with the pass back to Scarpa in the middle of the box. And an insane finesse shot. It was almost a little bit of a chip finesse shot over the keeper. What a great goal by him. That's two insane goals by Scarpa. I may need to look into him and see if we might need him for next year. And that's going to be it for the first half. It's a battle between Trossard and Scarpa right now. Two insane goals by both players. Scarpa's probably a little bit more insane than Trossard's. Awani with the shot, but it goes off the top left of the post. And what a save by Ramsdale. I was almost lost for words with how good that through ball was from Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest with the corner. The ball is up, and Ramsdale's able to get a hand to it. It's getting a little mixy in there. Scarpa again with the shot, but Ramsdale with the save this time on his shot. And Nottingham Forest might be on the break, but Ben White with a great tackle. Having a much better game this game than he did last game. Let me go with Martinelli in here to Trossard. Trossard down back to Martinelli. Martinelli with the shot over the keeper and somehow is able to get it past him. Gabriel Martinelli with the goal in the 66th minute. Nottingham Forest holding it up in the middle of the field really well right now. Garcia might be through. Ramsdale with another good save. Bringing on Granit Xhaka for Leandro Trossard. We need a little bit more of a defensive-minded midfielder. Odegaard's going to look for a through pass to Saka. Saka was able to make it through. And look for the pass back to Jesus. In here to Tierney. What is he doing in that spot? And his shot is blocked. I was hoping that was going to be like Xhaka or someone else, but Tierney works too. We are going to bring Zinchenko on for Tierney just to get him some fresh legs. Bringing on Jesse Lingard for O&E. We're just going to bring it down here to the corner and try to get it into Odegaard. Odegaard is able to get on the end of it. Is that not a foul? Ref! Where's the pin? Might have been a little bit of a soft penalty if it was given, but we narrowly escaped by Nottingham Forest, but we end up getting the 3-2 victory off of Gabriel Martinelli's 66th minute winner. Leandro Trossard for sure was the player of this game. We've made it past transfer deadline day and are now in the month of September, and I wanted to go ahead and show you the standings so far this year. We are now in 6th place after 3 games, only 4 goals in 3 games and 3 goals allowed. Let's go ahead and see. Manchester City, Newcastle, and Chelsea are all in 11th, 12th, and 13th place so far through 3 games. Looking at Chelsea's starting 11, it's as strong as you expect it to be. They have brought in Danny Carvajal, Mason Mount, Conte, and Havertz in the midfield is a solid 3, and their front 3 is definitely going to be giving us some problems in this game. And then they have, of course, former Arsenal man Aubameyang to bring in off the bench. And here's our starting 11 for the game. The only sub we've made is bringing back Zinchenko for Tierney, but other than that, we're keeping the team the exact same. And Trossard's getting his start after his 2-goal performance. Hoping for a cross all the way to Martinelli. We're actually going to do that now. Hopefully Martinelli's going to be able to get there. Ball down. Zinchenko back to Martinelli. A shot and a save by Kepa. Out to Martinelli. Great pass by Partey. Martinelli's going to cut inside. He's able to get past Carvajal. Into Jesus. Down to Odegaard, and Kepa able to make the save again. Still had the ball here. Out to Odegaard. Saka back into Odegaard, but he's unable to get past Ben Chilwell. Carvajal pushing forward here. He's looking for Havertz on the back post, I believe. Ben White with a great clear. Odegaard's going to look here for Saka. Running down the edge. Saka's got Jesus in the middle. And Jesus with a shot. And it gets past Kepa. Kept it low on the ground. And Arsenal is up 1-0 against Chelsea. A beautiful pass by Saka to Jesus. Chelsea's defense just opened right up. And Kepa tried to get it with his foot, but wasn't able to stretch far enough. So far, we are kind of dominating this game. Chelsea has no shots at all. And that's kind of how it went for Chelsea last year. Their offense, even whenever they did get shots on goal, they just couldn't score very much. Martinelli might be all the way through. He's going to go for the low shot, and Koulibaly is back to block it. Chelsea is now on the counterattack. Dani Carvajal has been pushing forward all game. And he's able to get it into João Felix, and João Felix slots it into the left corner past Aaron Ramsdale off Dani Carvajal's pass. And João Felix splits Gabriel and Saliba right through the middle, get his shot into the left corner. Odegaard is there to get it back. We're going to try to get it out to Martinelli, but it goes out wide. And there it is. The end of our 4th game here in this Premier League season against Chelsea. Away at Chelsea, a 1-1 draw. Again, not a terrible result. We're looking for that win, and we had the opportunity to win. That might be a tough pill to swallow in the dressing room for the players. Our 5th and final game of this episode is going to be our first Europa League game of the season against PSV. Since we are in the Europa League games, we are going to be playing with a fully rotated side, giving our bench players and some of our reserve players a little bit more of a chance to play. And let's see how they do. Fabio Vieira is on a break. He's pushing past the defender well, but there's nowhere to go. He's going to go for the shot, but it is blocked by their defender. Able to win the header. Vieira is through off the Nketiah pass. We're going to look all the way across for Nelson. Nelson with the shot and the goal. Fabio Vieira with the perfect pass over to Nelson. And that is the first goal of our Europa League campaign. Now we're back out here, possibly on the break. Eddie Nketiah might be through here. If he can muscle past the defender, he does. He gets the shot off and he puts it just wide of the post. Eddie Nketiah, that had to go in. And it just didn't. He's pushing past the defender. He's able to make it pass, and then the shot goes well wide of the post. PSV is able to retain control. And Xavi with the shot and Turner with the good save. And that'll be the end of the first half. They have looked a little bit dangerous on the break, usually with Xavi Simons. He's been kind of their main man. And speaking of him, he is there, able to pass inside to De Jong, and De Jong slots it past Turner. Our defense was just nowhere to be found. Smith Rowe is going to turn inside, able to get through. Down to Nketiah. Nketiah able to get it inside. Is that not a penalty? Ref! PSV on the attack again. Xavi Simons through. Xavi Simons past Turner with the shot, and PSV take the lead. They are up 2-1 here at the Emirates. This is just not how we were expecting this game to go. We are going to bring on Martinelli, Jesus, and Odegaard to hopefully bolster this attack up a little bit more, and hopefully push forward and get some goals. Pass back through to Sangare, in here to Xavi. Xavi back from Sangare, and the Turner with a good save. This second half has just not gone according to plan. He's making all the right moves in midfield. And Holding us down hurt. Kiwior is unable to block the shot of Al Ghazi. And PSV go up 3-1. Our defense just has no answers for them right now. And with Holding hurt, we are going to bring Saliba back in. But it may be too little too late. The second half, we have just been unable to do anything going forward. PSV's defense has just been everywhere we needed them not to be. And Simons is through again. And Turner with the good save. That's going to be out for a goal kick, and that will be game. What a terrible game to end on. PSV batter us at home, and we go down 3-1 final score. Xavi Simons, man of the match. He was dangerous everywhere he was on the field. And that's going to do it for the first episode of the Arsenal Career Mode. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel. And please leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts about the Career Mode, if you have any ideas for me. And I'll see you next time. Peace.